All right, what's up? Good morning, Yo, this is KDS from the Coco Show podcast. Wanted to come on here, you know what I'm saying, and say what's up with you. How you doing? How you living? How you feeling? How's life going for you? Man, are you good? Can we talk about it? Like, can you share your pain? Like, I'm willing to listen. This podcast is about more than just the topics and the interviews and, just our daily grind and all this stuff, man. It's about you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to create those things in hopes that they relate to you somehow, and that that's something we can connect with and use, and somehow share an experience, no matter where you are around the world, and in hopes that you have hope, that you're not the only one going through it, that you too know that there are other people just like you going through the same situation or dealing with the same problems, and kind of maybe hearing some new ways to overcome those things, or dealing with those things, or these situations or whatever. Like, that's what I hope for. It's about you though, the listeners. It's about the people who time and time again chime on, who subscribe, who downloads. It's about you. It's about you who just said, let me just check this out and see what this is about. It's about you. This podcast is about you. So first and foremost, thank you so much for your time, because I know your time is your life, and I do value it. I promise you I do. I know my brother does. So thank you for that. I also want to thank Freedom K Radio, Hustle Man Radio, Boss Man John Morrison, you know what I'm saying, always putting us on Freedom K. Of course, you can always tune in to our show on Freedom K Radio. Streams twice a week, Thursdays at 9 o'clock, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And please, come on to our Instagram. Yo, we want you on the gram. We want y'all following us on the gram. We want y'all chiming in on the silly stuff we share from TikTok, to just post that you see, you see us in our daily walk of life, man, or on the grind sometimes, or whatever. Like, check us out, follow us, man. And listen, I'm more of I just want you to know, this ain't no, you know how people will ask you to follow them on Instagram and then they don't follow you back? Nah, you're listening to the person who is on that IG account more than anybody. And I typically go on and I find out who started following us, and I follow back. So if you follow us, you're going to get a guaranteed follow back. And not just that. If I see some stuff and it piques our interest, I promise you I'm going to hit you with a like as well, okay? So check us out on Instagram, I think it's One The Coco Show podcast, okay? I think it's One Coco Show _ nope, I said that wrong. It's wrong. One The _ Coco Show _ podcast. That's it. That's the one. Now, anyway, man, listen. I know we all wake up, we go through our lives, we do our thing, we get on our routines, or we get into our plans for the day, or family activities, vacations, getaway, or maybe you just resting, maybe you chilling, maybe nothing else is going on but the TV. Like, I want you to know that your efforts, man, and what you're putting into this world, it does not go unnoticed. You might be like, man, that's not true. So-and-so didn't see it. Well, forget so-and-so for a second, okay? Your efforts and what you do in this world does not go unnoticed. All that energy is put out into the universe, and it is not unnoticed. Let me tell you something, man. It's important what you do, no matter what it is. From getting out of the bed into anything that you do after the fact, whether it's taking care of your family, going to your job, going to school. If you're in the service right now, you're enlisted, or if you're taking care of veterans, or your mom, any mothers or grandparents, or if you're with your friends or whatever, like, whatever it is you do after you wake up out of this bed and you choose to live your life like, man, it's appreciated. Thank you for living. No one ever says that. Thank you for living today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are essential to this world. I believe that's why you're here. And it's important you live. Now, I'll tell you something. To say that is one thing. To wake up out of the bed and to just be whatever, that's one thing. But I'm saying I want you to live as well. Like, I want you to truly just be you. And what does that mean? What does that look like? That means that you are yourself regardless of how it affects others. I want to go into this a little bit, man. I want to motivate somebody to truly come out and just be yourself. Okay? There are some people who can't take how you go about doing things. They perceptionally will see how you operate and say, that is the wrong way to do this. Let me show you my way. Now, that is nothing more than a suggestion, which is appreciated, of course, and valued. And that sometimes helps. But I'm going to be honest. Doing that consistently on a daily basis makes you conditioned to do what others want you to do and how they see that thing to be right. Okay? So what I'm saying is, if you always listen to the person who says, you're not doing this right, let me show you how it's done, right? Then you are doing your life their way, and it appeases only them. And I want to paint a picture. You might be like, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. If you are doing things that other person's way, right, and it only appeases them, meaning it only satisfies them, then what happens when everyone else or other people see how that person operates and they disagree how they are doing it? And they're like, well, I don't really like how you do it. You should do it my way. Then you're only appeasing the one person, and in short, nothing else matters. No one else matters. Now I want to paint another picture for you. If you choose to live, try things your way, because your way is appreciated and valued. It is a good way. However, whatever it is and however it is a good way. I want you to understand that, like, your way of doing a thing, living your life, it's not going to please everybody. People are going to disagree with it. If I tied my shoes on while crossing my legs, people will look at me weird. But if that is my way, it is my way. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, I don't even believe in such a thing as right and wrong. And there is your perception of what's right and your perception of what's wrong. But you don't agree with what I'm saying. I mean, right now, some of you aren't even going to agree with what I'm saying right now. So there you have it. I say that this is the right way to live, to just be yourself. You disagree and say, well, you should follow suit. That is your perception of right, not my perception of right. So what am I doing? I'm merely making a suggestion that you live, but live your way. Because I think the more variations that we get of doing a thing, we get more understanding of how that thing can be done. And in many ways it can be done. So I'm saying that your way of living, your way of decisions, your way of making suggestions, your way of doing things is valid, is valuable, it's appreciated, it's needed. I need you to live. You got to live regardless of what anybody else says, because this is your life. And how you live, no one else will live like that. No one else. And I'm talking about, I want you to be who you are in your walk of life in today like never before. Meaning, those things you do behind closed doors because you feel like it, whether it be you dancing or you singing or whatever, or you just have a moment, I don't care if you talk to yourself, because maybe you talk your thoughts out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Did you know that? If that is who you are, do that. Be that. Live that. Do that. I need that. We need that. Everybody's got to live. You know, I feel like everyone has a way, whether they know it or not. Some people just have ways of trying to control every situation, down to people and even your decisions. And they'll sometimes even make you afraid to even speak up or to say anything different beyond what they say. Man, listen. You shouldn't fear anything. You shouldn't fear anything. Why? Because there's nothing to fear. Whoever is making you feel afraid to speak up or say or do something, I am merely making a suggestion that you maybe put a little distance in between you two. Maybe back up a little bit. I don't care if it's family. Maybe back up a little bit. Give them a little room. That way you can be you. Because that's the objective. You should be able to live around anyone. In fact, when you come into a room, you should affect change because you're different. And that is okay. It is okay. I am encouraging, the motivation today is to live and be you. Please, I beg you, I dare you. Be yourself. Live your true self out in this walk of life, starting right now, because we need you. We need your perceptions. We need your thoughts. We need your suggestions. We need your way of talking, your way of thinking, your way of laughter, your way of joy, your way of conversating, whatever it is, because it's different. We need that diversity in this world now more than ever. And I'm asking you, merely asking, that you come out of the conditions of others who make you feel like it's not okay to be you. Because I'm telling you today, it is okay to be you. I am never going back to what it used to be. This is who I am. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay right here. You know, this world is so big. You can take a few steps back and move on, you know, but I've got to be me. And I'm encouraging you to be you. It's important. It is important. So, listen. If nothing else, because I know people will hear this and it'll be like, oh no. Some might be on the fence of trying it. Some might be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. Some people might be like, you know, I make suggestions, but, you know, I'm not doing it to hurt or hold nobody back. You know, it's just, I just think sometimes my way is better. Blah, blah, blah. You're right. You're right. I mean, you've always thought that way. Let me tell you something. I am just merely asking that you try something new. You try this thing today. Or you seriously give it some thought about living your life how you see fit starting now. I mean, give it thought. Think about how amazing it'll be. Think about how free you'll feel. Think about how happy you'll be. Think about the joy that comes off. Like, the energy inside you alone will change the second you decide to live who you are. That infects change because we can feel it. If you get close enough to people and you're just being yourself and you like how it feels because it's amazing, then we can feel that energy. And that is the positivity I'm trying to get out in the world. That's the way of life that I want everyone to experience. I want them to feel what I feel. I just got off work. 10 hours. I just trained 3 people at the same time at a big place. Okay, like, brother is tired, but I am so happy and excited in this moment. Why? Because I am choosing to be who I am right now. Nothing stops that. So, if you're brave enough in today, be yourself. If you're on the fence about it, give it some thought. And just know that change awaits in that decision, and the way your life will shape after the fact will really blow your mind. And I know people say that to you. Oh, if you do this, you'll be amazed by the results. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. That is something you can hold me to. If you truly live and be yourself, I promise you change will come. I guarantee you can hold me to it. Now, I want to say this last thing before I get off, just so you have an understanding. And listen, I've done this with one other person, and I promise you she's never been happier. But let me just leave you with this. You beginning to live and experiencing that change that'll better your life, sometimes in that you lose a few things. You'll lose a few things. What did I say? You'll lose a few things. Might lose some friends or somebody who like you, or loved ones, family, bosses, both, girlfriends, Instagram followers. Listen, let me tell you something. It's worth it. It's worth it. You have to, listen, if you invest some money, you do it because you want to make more money, but it's a risk. Meaning, if you invest some money, it's a potential you might lose that money. But the loss could be worth the gain. And I'm telling you, I don't care what you lose. From people to money to property to your car to your... I'm not even joking. I know this sounds insane, but if you can follow me, it doesn't matter what you'll lose. If you'll live and accept the risk that's behind it, I promise you it'll be worth it. Are you brave enough today to accept this challenge? Live your life challenge. That's what we need to have instead of some milk crate crap challenge. Live your life challenge. How about that? I know you got it in you because I got it in me. This other individual had it in her. My brother has it in him. You have it in you. So there it is. A little bit of motivation. I hope it helps. I hope you really took my words to heart. For those brave enough, I hope you feel a joy from that decision to live like never before. And those of you that are thinking about it, man, I hope you don't think too long, because I don't want you to miss out. And not that you will, because it doesn't matter when you decide to do it, as long as you're still here, buddy. So, listen, we care about y'all. We thank y'all so much for always listening to our rambling and going on. It is much appreciated. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank Freedom K Radio enough. A few other people that I want to thank. You know who you are if you're listening. We'll start name dropping when it's acceptable. And if you want us to do some shout outs, your name, where you live, how old you are, if you're brave, you can email us at 1tccshow@gmail.com, and we'll definitely hit you with those shout outs. We want to make sure we know that we hear you, we see you, we appreciate you, you know? So, listen, thank you, love you, take care of yourself, because you're worth it. It's KDS with the Coco Show Podcast, right here on Freedom K Radio. Thanks for tuning in.
So, this is it for the Coco Show with me, David Strand. It's chocolate, baby.
Thank you for listening to the Coco Show. Check out other episodes on Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. You can also listen to current episodes on freedomkradio.net. If you have a topic idea that you would like us to discuss on this platform, feel free to email us at 1tccshow@gmail.com. Again, that's 1tccshow@gmail.com. Please like and subscribe to The Coco Show and share with all your friends. Thanks again for listening.